I just can't, like, even the single player games I love, like the ones that I get into, even for like that 5 hours I start playing it, have a lot of fun, and then like after I save and quit, I just never really boot it up again. It's like happens every time for single player games. It's like there's no I don't know, I guess I'm pretty competitive. If there's no like competition in it, eventually it's hard for me to go back to a game and play for the storyline or something. You have to stream now right when the Giants are on. Do you think the 2 mana 2/3 deal 3 damage if you have a secret will be good in Reno Mage? Yeah, absolutely.
I greet you.
But my theory, or actually my thoughts about Reno Mage will be the actually my thoughts about Control Mage next patch is that I think people are going to be playing non-Reno, like no more Reno in Control Mage. There's like a weird period between Healbot, back then and now where people are running Reno. But next patch, I think there'll be enough good cards. Like some of the cards are very good. Some of the cards are so good that I think you're not going to be wanting to run Reno. My list that I thought of was running some kind of like double Ice Block Secret Package because the easiest secret is Stick. And Kirin Mages, 2 Kirin Mages. Also running a lot of like random stuff like Ethereal Conjure and Cabal's Tomes and the new 1-drop Babbling Book. So since you have so much random like spells coming into your hand, you can get a lot of value from Kirin Mage, even just from random secrets. Probably running like 2 Kirin Valets, 2 Kirin Mages, Medivh, maybe even a Medivh Archmage combo. I think I do trades here very well. Watermental at least freezes it and buys me some time, even though it trades so poorly. The reason why I didn't coin out Watermental last turn was because he was going turn 4, like Mount Giant Twilight Drake. Even if he plays like 3/5 stuff, like, I don't know, like Senjins or something, I think in a control matchup I'd rather just be saving my coin for a 6-drop or Archmage. Because I don't think the Watermental is necessarily going to ever trade for a 4-drop, like, not trade very well, they'll just freeze it, so just decided to save the coin. 1 turn earlier, Watermental didn't seem that good. Have you tried the Zoth in Reno Mage? I think I've tried it before, or at least thought about it before. Didn't really end up finding a good solution for it. Because Mage doesn't naturally have good death rattles like some other classes like Paladin with Tyrion. What's the point of the Argent Squire? I think I just wanted some more, like, the problem with Reno Mage right now, or actually just any controlled mage right now, is their lack of early game. Lack of early game that can interact, and plus, I think combined with ping... Okay, I'm gonna have to play something like not a Arcane Intellect. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so compared to like other control classes, let's see, so it's like Warrior Priest, maybe Warlock control, Mage control, those are main control classes, but Mage has a lot of incentive to play a 1-drop. That's why I think Babbling Book is a very good card, because if you play Babbling Book turn 1, like any control deck, right, it's generally not going to curve out, not consistently. Like you see a lot of Warriors, if they don't have 5 Warlocks, they Hero Power turn 2, Priests almost always Hero Powering turn 2, Control Warlock almost always Hero Powering. So if you play a 1-mana 1/1, or even like something like Squire, I'm going to replace Squire Babbling Book eventually, but it just opens up a lot more ping targets. If they play 3/2, if you ping as Mage turn 2 compared to other hero powers for control, it's just useless, right? You ping their face, it doesn't do anything pretty much. So if you play a 1-mana 1/1, it opens up a lot of possibilities for the ping, where you actually get a good hero power if you don't get to curve out with like Loot Hoarder or Doomsayer or something. I don't believe I can kill the Bran I just have to draw here and then try to freeze bigger boards. Okay, so now I have a Fireball. Can kill the 8/5 here. With Twilight Flamecaller, I can deal some damage too, but not killing the 8/5. This is so scary to leave up. But yeah, I still don't think Brand is as powerful as the 8/5, like as a 2/4. I guess it's not really reasonable to Fireball the Brand instead. Yeah, the whole thing I said about the ping, why not play Scarab? It doesn't really make sense for a 2-drop to work like that for Mage, because really you're trying to activate your hero power turn 2. I mean, Scarab is not, I'm not saying Scarab is a bad card, but it doesn't really serve the same purpose as like a Zombie Chow or a Squire or even a Babbling Book. Like, it's a fine card, but it doesn't really, you know, enable your pings to activate on turn 2 that often. He didn't play anything with Battlecry. I'm never really killing this in one turn, but if I Flame Strike, I can kind of set up for next turn. It's a very expensive resource though, but if I just do something Blizzard here, actually it's just not, I think I know what to do. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna set for Flame Strike next turn. That way I can get more value from whatever he plays next turn. You know, I also get to develop the mana for the Tome this turn. If I Flame Strike this turn, it does enable me to do like more like other moves next turn in a way, because this way like I kind of have to Flame Strike, whereas if I Flame Strike I just basically have to ping next turn and deal 1 damage to Emperor. But I mean, I am using the 5 mana efficiently into the Tome, and then I'm getting much more value from Flame Strike. A lot of stuff he plays, I won't say a lot, but some of the stuff he plays I won't be able to kill. Flame Strike's the main problem. At least I'm still developing the Tome though. Technically I could Archmage Frost Nova as well, but then I'm leaving up Emperor even longer.
Almost out of time.
Wait, Ball Creeper. Okay, so Flame Strike, I'll leave up 6/4. And I'll actually get to kill the Emperor. Archmage Frost Nova is, yeah, it's not as good. No Mind Control tech. It's kind of not a great meta for Mind Control tech after, let's see, a lot of the more aggressive decks are more heavy now, like Dragon Warrior. Zoo's like less death rattles, and you have to deal with Zoo earlier now because they run a lot more high damage minions instead of like sticky 0 attack minions. Not saying MC Tech's bad against Zoo still, but it's really the only good matchup for it at this point. Dr. Boom being gone is the big thing, I think. Like, MC Tech used to be actually like passable against like even pretty much like every deck because of Dr. Boom being in every deck. Just hasn't been a common card overall. Opinions on Hearthstone Deck Tracker. I mean, I use it. I think it's fine. If we're talking about whether it's like cheating or something, I mean, it's not cheating as far as Blizzard's standpoint as well. It's probably not the most interesting evaluation, but I'm at 16, right? But he didn't kill me. He's in Dread Infernal. He tapped. I was 22. I'm trying to think if I should play Reno here, like Reno Cone or Conjure Cone. I do have Ice Block though, so I really want to greed it one more turn. It's probably reasonable to assume I won't die.
You want it?
Because he already had 2 Emperor activations. If he had the combo in his hand, he would have been able to kill me, even with 9 mana. Obviously, he's drawing more cards, though. It's also running... I mean, this is clearly a Reno list, not like I've seen maybe a couple random handlocks where like they're running 2 Mountain Giants. This is clearly a Reno list I'm playing against. It's also running Bog Creeper. don't even know if he's running Leroy combo. What do you think? Do you think Kieran Mage will make a return? I think it's likely Kieran Mage makes a return. Although the problem with Kieran Mage in a control mage is like it's a tempo card.
You require my assistance.
I'm actually doing a promotion this month for Bean Boozle, so every time I get a sub, I'm gonna take a jelly bean shot, technically. So
I have no time for games.
let me open my bag. It's at 15. I already used my Frostbolt though. I don't actually think I have any outs. To kill him, that is. Okay, let's do this. Orange bean. It's peach or barf, I think. A nice little peach bean, I'm happy. Okay, so I want to save Alex Straza for after Reno. Unfortunately, right now it takes me 2 turns to force a heal. I can ping to 14, ping to 13, then threaten lethal, or I can fireball him this turn, then force him. Thing is, I need to deal with the board too. Let's actually do this. I know I could have pinged the Divine Shield, get this a 3-1, but I have one more Blizzard, and 3-3 and 3-1 like is almost the same thing if I'm going to have to Blizzard again. It's so important for me to ping him here, because, you know, I need to force him to do something, like force him to use his Reno or Draxus, stuff like that, so I can get the healing out of the way. And 14 is so different than 15, because I have pinged him 14 and starting to ping him 13 next turn, which is already threatening lethal from double Fireball. Actually, I'm even threatening lethal now at 14 with Blood Mage, technically, but I mean, I don't have it. He might still have to worry about it, though.
I wonder.
Blood Mage and, I guess I don't have the Cult Sorcerer in my deck. Okay, it looks like he's tap and heal to 30, maybe. This is why I was thinking of playing Ice Block, because if he takes the line where he taps and heals at 30, I'm leaving up this much power and I need to Alex him, even a barrier might not save me. You know, it's like, even though you generally want to play barrier before block, I was actually thinking, oh my god, I got the Blood Mage. Well, if I Alex him, and then ping, and then I can thread lethal. So if I Alex him, next turn I can Ice Block ping, or even Ice Block Frost ping. It all depends whether I die. Let's see, I'm at 28, he is 6, this is 12. 6, 12, plus 4, 16. 28. 16 minus 28. Is that, he needs 12 damage to kill me? It's not even that hard. No, I can't realistically play like that. I think it's better for us to go ahead and do this. Clear this board. That way we can Alex next turn more safely. I think pinging him is kind of useless, but pinging this is kind of useless too. I guess pinging him is even more useless. Unfortunately, I lose this combo, but that's so important for me to kill all 3 minions.
Engaging TC-130 until dislocation.
Shields up!
That's pretty reasonable now. Board's pretty small. Don't really have to worry about dying here at 28. It's 5. Well, I guess if he has Leroy combo, I'd still technically die. I could also refresh and render Frost of Ice Block. That's kind of weird, actually. That doesn't really make sense. Because then I'm using Frost on this turn, he plays more minions, then I play Alex into a huger board. This is probably the best turn to Alex. Even though it makes, because now I can't really play Refresh and Render. It's the reason why I was like maybe thinking about it, and I could develop Ice Block in case I randomly die from 28 here. So there's like two reasons to do the other move, but the reason why I didn't is just the obvious play of him, playing where minions kind of already screws me over.
So many possibilities. Take your medicine. I've got the beast in my stomach.
It's more than 12 damage. She needs 12 to kill the plus Alex. Well, it doesn't have to kill Alex if it kills me. That's what I'm saying. Okay, got 2 fireballs. That's what? That's 12 damage, 13. Need 4 more damage. If I ping this turn and throw some at him, I can top deck a torch. 13. Torch is 16, 17. So if I use 1 fireball, 1 ice block, ping him. I don't know if I should play towards that, although...
I have no time for games.
Complacent.
This is actually kind of weird. I think I shouldn't have done this move. I think I should have played Ice Block, Frost of the Acolyte. That's probably better. Because even Sylvanas here, there's like a lot of tension on the board, but
Your magic shall not.
I don't really think it does anything, even if it threatens a steal. There's just too many. Acolyte should have been more important. I can develop the Ice Block mana out, and I can start cycling with Acolyte. Because realistically, we're kind of playing a game of like whether I can burn them out. Okay, well, I know what to do now. He's just gonna Drax this if I fireball him is the problem. But I don't ever have enough mana to win with the torch fireball. I don't have a great way to do this.
Let none survive.
I mean, at some point I have to throw out a fireball, right? Because I'll never be able to kill him with fireball, torch in the same turn. But the big problem with this is that he can heal with Jaraxxus to 15. Thing is, like, if I have to force, like, if I never can kill him with fireball, torch, I kind of have to just play it the other way, where I force him with Jaraxxus and then slow burn him down.
Bring the pain. No. We're gonna be rich. Your soul shall suffer.
Still in a weird spot, because even with the torch, unless I ping him in the face, I can't threaten the lethal. I just don't have enough damage.
Perhaps.
Plus, like, he has all the random healing, like, from Siphon Soul and maybe even Earthen Ring Farseer. Alright, I think this game's over. What do you think Mage needs in order to be tier 1 again outside of Arena? Mage needs new archetypes, I guess. I mean, I don't know, there's different kinds of mages. It's like a deck with probably like 3 main decks, like Control Mage, Control Tempo, and Freeze. I guess Freeze is just... I mean, Tempo Mage could use just stronger stuff. If Tempo Mage got sufficiently good spells or more Tempo Mage minions, it would just be, better. Tempo Mage is not too far from tier 1. Control Mage needs like better early game, which is just getting next patch. Freeze Mage not really getting anything, but I don't think they want to really support Freeze Mage as a style. Yeah, Forbidden Flaming target phase would just be a strictly better Pyro Blast. Yeah.
Why do you call?
Put this apple on your head.
Mostly gonna have to be content with Voidwalker sticking around, using my removal on like high threats. Big threats like Juggler and Direwolf. Like eventually I can AoE out the stuff, the Voidwalker, or maybe as I stick a minion it can trade well into it, but
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
I'm probably gonna get Defender of Argust, so I mean Forbidden Torching this and pinging it next turn isn't really gonna work. Plus the draw is better anyways.
Get it out! Get it out! Get it out! Get it out!
Do you have the artifact?
Alright, let's go ahead and save coin for Flame Strike. Maybe like force a PO this turn, which isn't really much, but next turn I can remove Brand and then Flame Strike, or even just depends, but maybe even Outer Drake next turn. What would you replace your Fireland Portal when it comes out? I'm not going to play Fireland Portals in Control Mage. I love watching you tweak and play decks like this. Is this deck getting anything new in the adventure? Yeah, actually a lot. You can read my card review if you're interested, but I talk a lot about some of the mage cards for Control Mage in the review. This is like the best top deck.
Get back!
I actually could have like pinged this, but then I wouldn't be able to attack the villagers in the back.
Get it out! Get it out!
I actually do like this better because if after a Flame Strike, I can still trade Elise into one of the 1/1s. Well, I mean he had another villager, but if he didn't have another villager, I can actually clear his whole board and still have a 3/1 left over. I might actually die this turn, especially with the 1/1. Okay, he doesn't have enough damage to kill me. But it does look like it's Reno time. There's no ice block yet, or even a barrier to play remotely safe, so if I just play another move, like say Sylvanas or Azure Drake ping, I'm probably gonna die. Leaving up, let's say, 5 power. Only 9 to kill me, it's not even close. It's very risky at that point. I have better options too now. Kibler hates Freeze Mage or me? I mean, yeah, I don't like Freeze Mage either. I've never minded if they just kill off the archetype, but... Okay, he's gonna have... Let's see, that's 10, 11, 12, 13 power. Needs 13 more to kill me if I play Sylvanas Ping. I don't really see options at this point other than Sylvanas Ping.
I have no time for games.
Azure Drake Torch kills the Imp Gang, but that doesn't really get me anywhere. It's like, this guy's the main threat now. I mean, even if I kill the 2/4 Imp Gang, there's still a 1/1 Imp, so I'm only reducing like 1 damage on board. I'm not even setting up for Flame Strike. Yeah, I mean, this is like the main thing right now that I have to deal with. Swansland that deals with that.
This apple on your head.
Some draws that might deal with it a little bit better with the Azure Drake, but I've used my Nova. I still have like I'm pretty much on a Blizzard roll. Let's see. This could get me a freeze. Okay, so the 1 in 16 for Blizzard here, and Frost Nose probably it's better than 1 in 16. And plus, I get like 2 spells, like maybe Ice Block into Flame Strike. Tome should be better here.
Let none survive.
So yeah, stuff like this where I might survive. Probably not with this board, but I get stuff with Tome like this where, you know, I Frostbolt and then still pick up another AoE next turn.